Hello, everyone. This is Aaron from Deep Dive Discography, and today we are speaking to Tim. I'm going to brew this Engelhardt.
Engelhardt, you nailed it.
Perfect. From the band Plague Years. How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. You decided to surprise release an EP.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been like 2 weeks, but surprise release all the same.
Oh yeah.
So you will, or sorry, All Will Suffer. I want to say You Will Suffer, but All Will Suffer's been out almost 2 weeks now. How's the response been so far?
It's been great actually. The response from the fans has been wonderful. Everyone's been saying good things. The video got a ton of views online, so that's sweet. Couldn't have really asked for more.
Yeah, I
Getting good
mean,
reviews.
you managed to get it out through metal injection.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's always good. I mean, it's always positive when the big sites are happy to help.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with us, like we don't have like that. Like we only released the first EP and then our record, and it's been like COVID just kind of took all of the wind out of our sails all at once. So, to get like good support like that online, a lot of people look at metal injection. So, it's definitely a win for us.
Yeah, because you guys really only started in 2016 with the first
Yeah.
album coming out 2017 or first EP, sorry.
Yep.
And that, but since then, you guys have been hard at work. Obviously, COVID slowed it down a little bit, but you have, well, three EPs now and a full length.
Yep.
So lots going on all the time. And obviously, you guys have gotten lots of traction between metal injection. Um, Obviously, the late Trevor Sternad was a fan.
Yeah. RIP, one of the goats, man.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously, I mean, you guys are making splashes. So next up is just finding all the right people.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, like getting out in front of the right people. That's what we need to do now.
So
So
what's your plan to go ahead and start doing that?
So we got a run coming up like end of August, early September with Creeping Death and 200 Stab Wounds. So that'll be real dope. It's only a couple days. I think it's like 7 days or something. So little run there, and then who knows after that? We don't have anything really set up after that, but we're getting offers for different shows. We're just trying to work it out between all of our schedules because we all do work full time. So like trying to hash all that out at the same time is definitely the next big leap. So
Yeah. And you guys have you have a very particular sound is the thing.
oh yeah.
So online it's described as thrash or it's described as crossover or it's described as death. Where do you kind of put yourselves?
So like musically, it's for sure more of that like death thrash crossover. Vocally, I think I have more of a hardcore kind of tone. So I think that kind of sets us also apart. But it's definitely in that death thrash area. It's not like your traditional thrash. It's not even like your traditional like crossover thrash. So
Yeah. Yeah,
just
it's not municipal waste, it's not, Megadeth.
right, right.
But yeah,
We kind of wanted to branch out from that because like another like big name passing like with Power Trip and Riley, like we didn't want to be kind of pigeonholed into like that kind of sound either. It's very similar
yeah.
in like song structure and like style of music, but we wanted to kind of do something to kind of set ourselves apart from that.
Yeah, so what's been your big game plan for doing that, for being your own band and not really falling under that umbrella?
Being heavy and fast. A lot of those bands are fast. You know what I mean? They're just fast, thrash, go, 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 go. We wanted to like bring it down heavy. We down tune. We're like not really breakdowns, but we have those like sludgy, like corpse style parts. So that's kind of where we're at with it.
So obviously you guys haven't quite been out on the road yet. What are the songs you're most looking forward to playing live off of the new EP?
Well, we played Suffer and Cursed. That's like what we were kind of running when we did a little run earlier this year with Samnari, and we had those in our lineup. So those are smashes to play. I love playing those songs live. So Make You Mortal is going to be sweet. I mean, the whole EP is full of bangers. Reality of Filth, the end of that song is like incredible to me. Gives me chills.
So with the next run, maybe just play it all in full. Problem
Oh
solved.
yeah, for sure. That's gonna be the plan.
Yeah, I mean, it is what, 18 minutes long, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like 17 and change.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess even with a regular set, the people who do know you will still get some of the older songs, some of their version of a classic.
Right. What we really want to do is we want to bring some songs off that first EP, but you know, it's just so much time.
Yeah, and obviously limited time at every show.
Yep.
So looking into the future, who would be your bucket list bands? Who would you like to go out on the road with?
Oh man. Let's see. Some of them we can't do. So like it would have for sure been Black Dahlia Murder, Hometown Heroes, you know what I mean? That would have been incredible. We played a couple shows with them, but I don't know, like Warbringer would be sweet, Havoc would be sweet, Toxic Holocaust would be sweet. That would like really draw. So
definitely. And speaking of Toxic Holocaust, it is kind of Joel Grind who started to discover you guys alongside Trevor, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
How did that kind of happen?
So like I knew Trevor through like just like the Detroit metal scene and through weed, honestly. So that was cool. And you know, getting to talking, gave him a demo, he listened to it, thought it was great. He posted us on like his obituarist, you know. So that was sweet. That was when Joel Grind heard about it. And then he was in talks with E1 Heavy at the time, signing Toxic Holocaust, and it just kind of went from there. He was like, "You guys need to sign these guys, get it going." And yeah, we've been talking ever since. It's been great.
More focus on helping you guys get signed than his own band.
For sure. That's what I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, this guy really putting it out there.
And obviously going into next year, are you guys already planning on what comes next?
We're working on it. Yeah, for sure. We have like this 4-song EP was kind of like a precursor to the next album. So we already have like, I think 3 or 4 songs like written out, hashed out. So hopefully get into the studio maybe sometime next year, the year after, and drop that full length.
So that one might be a little bit further out than, say, how long it's been so far. You've only maybe missed a year in between.
Right.
And obviously with this EP, you had COVID to combat. So
yeah, that, like I said, that kind of really like really stuck it to us hard, man. Because we were actually supposed to go out with Warbringer and Havoc, and then at the same time drop our album, and that was going to be in like March. And then right before that, like a couple weeks before, COVID slapped it down, and yeah, we weren't able to do anything for almost an entire year.
March is a bad time.
Yeah, we sat on our record until like September, and we were like, do we release it? Do we not? Do we hold on to it? Do we wait for like shows to open up? And like at that point, nobody knew what was gonna happen. So we were just like, drop it, see what happens. We got to do a little run with X Order and Take Offense. That was sweet.
Yeah, I guess for the next few years, every time March comes around, everyone's going to be a little bit skeptical about what's happening the rest of the year.
For sure, man. We didn't know what was going on. We were like, we're sitting there talking. We're like, a couple weeks. That'll be a couple weeks. Turned into 2 years almost. Like, goddamn.
That's what everyone was being told. A couple weeks. Give it a couple weeks. Everything will be fine. Maybe a couple months. Summer will be fine. Just plan your summer.
Yep. Just plan for summer. Pushed it back. Just plan for next month. Pushed it back.
And here we are 2 years later, and people are finally allowed to tour again.
Right. That still with a bunch of restrictions. So
yeah, I can only imagine how hard it is to get over to Europe, over to North America, and all these different places with everything going on, and especially the big bands and all their crew and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
seems like hell.
But it's been nice, like being able to go back out to shows, like get to see all your friends, you know. So that's been a good time.
What was your first show back from COVID?
What was my first show back from COVID? I honestly don't remember. I go to a lot of local, like local Detroit shows.
Yeah, I guess the local scene is pretty intense there.
Oh, the local scene's great. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we got like a regular club, the Sanctuary in Hamtramck. They throw some banger shows there.
Yeah, I've kind of lived somewhere like that, but not really. So I've not had too much of a huge local scene where there's always stuff going on. But yeah, it seems like it'd be really good, especially for any up and coming band like yourselves, to just be able to hop on a show with minimal notice.
Yeah, for sure. And they book the local bands like in support of like some of the bigger touring acts. So it's awesome. You get to play with some of your heroes, you know, which is great. And the music coming out of Detroit and coming out of like Lower Michigan is just phenomenal. Heavy, fast, brutal. It's great. There's all kinds.
It's definitely a big area where you're hearing about a lot of bands coming out now.
Yeah. Who have you heard coming out of Michigan scene?
Oof. I wish I had something in front of me to remind me of who's coming. There's
fair enough.
So many bands all the time.
Oh yeah.
And then especially with like Bandcamp, it really helps push all that kind of stuff. How did you guys find that Bandcamp was a good release spot for this EP?
For this EP, yeah, for sure. Gotten a lot of good, like, it's really easy for like people to find your stuff on Bandcamp, you know, and then buy the EP. You know, a lot of times if you're streaming it on Spotify, they don't give you an option to like buy the record, you know, or even support in any way.
Yeah.
So Bandcamp's definitely like a tier above for sure for a release, definitely. Maybe I did get one of those cool like cutaways on Spotify. That was pretty tight.
Maybe that's one of the next not petition maybe that we need for Spotify is just add a little link that people can link to where to buy stuff.
Exactly. They do have it on some bands. I don't know exactly like how they set it up, but they do have like at the very, very bottom of like your profile, they have like, you could buy this record maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, very hidden away, just like
we're not getting very hidden away. This, so. Yep. I don't get any money from Spotify anyway.
That's fair. Nobody does.
Nope.
It is kind of good for being found, because I assume you guys get stats. Do you kind of get an idea of how many new listeners you get on like a monthly basis?
Off Spotify, yeah, it lets us know exactly like who's listening, so that's cool. We get to watch like when we dropped our the Circle of Darkness record, like we got to watch it climb, and that was really cool.
That's good. Like
I think it's more beneficial, like, so like Spotify's cool, being able to listen to it whenever you want is cool. I think it's definitely more beneficial, like we've been getting plays through Liquid Metal. Okay. And that's just been like, that gives you so many new listeners, which is just incredible. How many people have like on the video was like, I came here from Liquid Metal. It's just like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat. I didn't realize, I mean, Liquid Metal obviously being a radio station, well, satellite radio, so it's available worldwide on like most radio. But yeah, I didn't realize it had such like a dedicated listenership still.
I didn't either. And I don't have Sirius radio, you know what I mean? I don't pay for it. So I was that was when we dropped Circle of Darkness. I was like, damn, dude, like people be listening to the radio.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they do have a lot of like guests on there, so all it takes is one small shout out, and with it being satellite, you can play kind of whatever you want as long as it kind of matches the tune. So, but yeah, obviously it's been beneficial for you guys, so that's always good.
Definitely has.
So what are some of the kind of themes that you explore on the CP?
So with our songwriting, not like, we like to tell stories, right? And it's just things that we think are sweet or brutal that we will write about. All Will Suffer is just the dead rising and fucking everyone will suffer, man. We also have Reality of Filth, which is basically like a jab to like the social constructs and to the government and to like all the fucking weirdos out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's with everything going on in the world, especially over in the States right now, it's definitely a time to be speaking out against all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah. We're not like, at least currently, we're not super like adamant of like using our platform for like any kind of like movement or anything like that. We just want to play dark, heavy music, you
Yeah.
know, early Slayer style. Like, is this shit gonna piss somebody off? Fuck yeah, let's write it.
Doesn't matter what about, just be mad.
Yep, be mad.
So next year, just to stay topical, next year we have a Pantera reunion.
Yep.
Now let's say you were offered the chance to open. What songs would you throw in that set list?
Oh shit. So we would for sure have to do Hellborn. That's like one of our like mainstays. Um, what else would go with them? Suffer for sure. Cursed for sure. Probably Reality of Filth again because that song's a fucking banger. Um, what else? World in Blood. It's a song we've never played live, so that would just be fun. It's got one of my favorite riffs out of everything. I love our song No Respect for the Law. That song is a banger. So
Do you think you'd
stuff like
manage
that.
to make a set that would go over well with a crowd like that?
I think we could. Yeah, I think most of our tunes could go over well with a crowd like that.
Yeah.
Plus, we'll be smoking weed and shit.
There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the dudes in the band, like we're all huge fans of Pantera, so they definitely were, as they were with many people, like super influential with like how like Eric and Mike write the music.
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, I just finished a conversation about this with Josh from Toxic. We basically the main mention was Pantera is either you love it or you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any sideline fans for Pantera.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't really think about it that way, but yeah.
How do you feel about the reunion, quote unquote reunion?
So a lot of people are up in arms about it. Like, it shouldn't be Pantera, and like I get that, but at the end of the day, like they're still like, I don't know. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
really opposed. I'm not opposed to it. I don't have anything really negative to say. It's not like, honestly, none of my concern. Make your money, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
You have the option.
exactly. They have to have some kind of like rights to do it, you know. So
Yeah.
you might as well do it when you can. I think it's going to be good. I don't honestly, I don't know how well Phil's going to do, but I mean, we'll see. It's been a while, I think, since he's had to do all those songs.
Well, he has been doing the Phil and Friends stuff where he plays quite
Yeah,
a bit of it. So
I guess you're right.
yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Like his voice doesn't do the early stuff anymore, so it's hard to
Right.
say.
Yeah. I want to see how Zach does too.
Yeah, yeah, because that is part of the thing. It's like, does Zach play Zach or does Zach play Dime?
He's gonna have to play Dime, man. Like,
You
you'll
would hope
know.
so.
You'll know.
Yeah, because I mean, Zach plays Zach and Zach doesn't play Randy
Yeah.
Rhodes.
If he
So
tries to Zach Terra, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
I can see it. I can see it though. He's probably the biggest name in the band right now.
For sure,
So
definitely.
I think that'll be probably some of the biggest draw. I mean, as long as they don't charge what like Rage Against the Machine are charging.
Oh man, I hope not. These things are pretty gnarly. A lot of the shows have just been like I would love to go, but it's like, god damn, like these are
Yeah.
absurd. But like, and I get it. A lot of people are trying to recover like lost wages and like
Yeah.
damn near going out of business for not being able to do anything. But it's like, man,
That ain't the way to do
we're
it.
struggling too, brother. Like we gotta be able to afford this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, obviously the shows are selling out, so they're able to do it,
Oh yeah.
unfortunately.
I feel like those shows would sell out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's not. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna say there's not going to be like couldn't see there being like enough people to like hate on it to
Yeah.
make it not do well.
Yeah. The haters are half the haters just still get show up.
Oh,
Let's be
for
real.
sure. Yep.
So the album cover and obviously your previous arts, it's all been very dark, moody. Obviously, it's typical death metal stuff. How do you go about planning the artwork that goes with your album?
So honestly, what we do, we typically like just for instance for this run, we went through Instagram and we just looked at as many artists as we could until we found someone that we like, and then we hit them up, see if they're interested. If they are, we send them a song, and then we're like, make our album art. We don't have any say in it. They'll send us little clips and we'll be like, take that out or maybe this. But for the initial like concept, we leave it all up to the artist. And I think everything's come out really good.
So did this go through many iterations or?
Honestly, no. It did not like, there's like a couple little things like you'll see like there's like these eyes on the bottom like in like the spikes. Those were added in later. I think we took out some like kind of ghosty things that were in there. I think we added that city towards the back because it was just like bodies. So little things like that
Yeah,
we would like add in. But for the most part, like he sent us the skull and we were like, fuck yeah. That's tight.
Would you say this is your favorite album artwork for Plague Years?
I think it looks the best next to the record. Like when I see like the record colors that we picked and then like the album artwork, I think those really go well together. I really like the whole picture of Circle of Darkness, like the whole like flip out, like the back side of the record is super cool. It's got a bunch of little intricate like little details that you never would have fucking noticed unless you saw it on the vinyl box.
Yeah. So with this one, what made you kind of decide to like you guys are obviously signed to E1, like you mentioned.
Yep.
What made you decide to release this one independently?
Timing, I guess. We didn't have a record to put out yet, but we needed something to keep us relevant during COVID, you know. So just something to give us a little extra push, release a music video, release a record, get some traction going, and then hit the road for a little bit, you know.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
And last but not least, do you have anything you would like to leave with your fans who are listening in?
Check us out on the road if you haven't seen us yet. Be prepared because it's crushing. Thank you for supporting. Like all your words is great. We appreciate each and every one of you, and watch out for the next album. It's gonna the All Will Suffer EP is a precursor to what's coming. So just be aware.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tim. I very much appreciate your time. And like you said, everyone just check out the new EP. It is out. It's been out for about 2 weeks. So if you missed it, now's your chance.
For sure.
Great. Thank you so much, Tim,
Aaron,
for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.